Hello, dear friends. I remember a young Israeli psychic behind the spoon with the power of his mind during a night in October 1975, when 80 million Spaniards were glued to the black and white TV screen watching Jose Maria Íñigo's program Directissimo. Opinion piece. Uri Geller locates the Ark of the Covenant. He says he knows where the holy relic is located. Geller has not yet revealed the details of his discovery. He believes there will be great opposition to the discovery. In quotes, "It will be a great historical tidal wave that will shake the world." He also believes in the preparation of ET first contact. He believes his paranormal power comes from another world. He is not the first who believes he knows the treasure's location. Storms and states of emergency are everywhere. Dawnbreak alert in the Brazilian state of Minas Gerais. White hats report, in quotes, "The time is coming and the great man is coming." Let's start. Famed Israeli spoon bender Uri Geller is no stranger to making spectacular statements, as evidenced by his most recent claim. In quotes, "I know where the Ark of the Covenant is, and I will find it. Mark my words. It will be a historic, earth-shaking tidal wave and an archaeological and theological earthquake." ET contact. Today, Uri Geller claims to be that our brothers and sister visitors from the stars are preparing to make contact with the human species, and that UFOs have been secretly visiting our planet for thousands of years. During the beginning of his career, he was commissioned by the CIA to conduct a study as part of the Stargate project and was based at the Stanford Research Institute. Uri Geller has previously been familiar with UFOs through his work with the CIA and claims to have seen debris from an extraterrestrial crash at NASA. He said the images apparently showing his advanced technology prove that our visitors are not here to hurt us. In quotes, "I have no doubt they are gentle, and I'll tell you why. If they weren't, we would have been destroyed a long time ago," he said. Uri claims that renowned German rocket scientist Werner von Braun showed him a crashed ET craft in the 70s, while the Israeli was using his powers to help the CIA. He recounts that after driving with Werner von Braun, he went down 3 flights of stairs into the building and were given orange coats like those on Antarctic expeditions, with embroidered blue NASA insignia. In quotes, "Heavy, thick freezer doors opened. I couldn't believe my eyes, but I had always known that since I was 5 years old. To my great surprise, it showed me part of a crashed UFO. The existence of UFOs is no longer a fringe conspiracy theory, but a genuine national security debate in the US. And just last December, the US Congress passed a mammoth defense bill, which includes provisions for a new UFO investigation unit, a real-life X-file. In the 70s, Uri was subjected to a series of secret experiments aimed at turning psychic abilities into weapons. Zaya documents revealed. During these tests, Geller sat in a sealed guarded room where he was asked to draw words and objects using his psychic powers. Investigators concluded that Uri, in quotes, demonstrated his paranormal perception abilities in a convincing and unequivocal manner. Uri told The Sun, "I did dozens of missions for spy agencies in Israel and the US." Paranormal Powers. Uri Geller claims that his feats are the result of paranormal powers bestowed upon him by otherworldly beings. Geller explained that when asked how he does his stunts, he tells children to forget the paranormal, forget about bending spoons, instead focus on school, become positive thinkers, believe in yourself and create a goal. Go to college, never smoke, and never touch drugs, and think about success. Parapsychologist Andrija Buharic met Geller in 1971 and vouched for him as an authentic psychic. Under hypnosis, Geller claimed he was sent to Earth from a spaceship 53,000 light years away. In his biography of Geller, Buharic claimed that with Geller he had communicated with super-intelligent computers from outer space. According to Buharic, the computers sent messages to warn mankind that disaster would be likely to occur if humans did not change their actions. Uri Geller confessed that his wealth originated from being commissioned as a dozer of mineral and oil deposits for large multinational companies, not from bending spoons and forks. On February 11, 2009, Geller purchased the uninhabited 100 by 50 meter Lamp Island off the east coast of Scotland, formerly known for its witch hunting trials and beaches that Robert Louis Stevenson described in his novel Treasure Island. Geller claims that buried on the island is an Egyptian treasure, brought there by Skoda, the mythological half-sister of Tutankhamun in Irish mythology 3,500 years ago. And he claimed he will find the treasure through dosing. Geller also claimed to have strengthened the island's mystical powers by burying there a crystal sphere that once belonged to Albert Einstein. The most sought after relic. The Ark of the Covenant remains one of the most sought after and puzzling religious artifacts in history. It is a wooden chest covered in gold described in biblical accounts, but according to Jewish tradition was designed and created by divine command to hold the tablets of the Ten Commandments. The episode is set approximately 1 year after the Exodus from Egypt. The Ark was created following the model that Yahweh would have given Moses when the Israelites camped at the foot of the Mount Sinai. It was later placed in the Great Temple of Jerusalem, built by Solomon. There are those who maintain that it was the second tablet and the remains of the first. On the other hand, others maintain that a Torah scroll was also kept. Ron Wyatt, an amateur biblical archaeologist, became famous for claiming to have discovered numerous sites and artifacts related to biblical archaeology, located the ark in Jeremiah's cave, under what is called the Garden of the Tomb on Calvary or Skull Mount in Jerusalem. Location. For years, researchers have been trying to determine where the Ark of the Covenant might be, or if it still exists. Its last known location was the Great Temple of King Solomon, but when the Babylonians conquered Jerusalem, the temple was destroyed and the ark disappeared along with it. Now, however, Uri Geller believes he has discovered where it is hidden. The Israeli psychic, known for bending metal spoons, wrote in a recent tweet that he knows where the ark is and intends to go looking for it. In quotes, "I know where the Ark of the Covenant is. I will find it. Mark my words," he wrote. It will be a devastating historical tsunami and an archaeological and theological earthquake. The dosing of the old soap factory I located under my museum gave me the inspiration. Yes, my dear friends, in quotes, the opposition will be enormous, but we are talking about an article that is holy and nothing will stand in its way of being released and shocking the world into a biblical, historical reality. However, since Geller has not yet provided specific details of his alleged discovery, it remains very difficult to substantiate his claim. Delay. The first week of this new year has come to an end, and the mission of a journalist is to expose the signs and analyze them, as we have no direct evidence but circumstantial. As the White Hats say, in quotes, "What we can divulge at this time is that we cannot reveal anything in great detail, but they are preparing something big. Currently, more details are not possible. Hopefully, they will be soon. Be prepared for anything. Something huge is in play and moving forward, and will only be revealed when it is ready, stealthily protected and ready to be disclosed. More will be reported when possible." John 07. Why the delay? We have to bring the population with us. You know that the cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night in the Old Testament only moved as fast as the elders and children could move. It is very frustrating for the people who are already there, but the process is to help others along the way, realizing that not everyone wakes up in the same way or at the same time. X22 report. Consumer debt is on the rise, and this will add to inflation and supply chain problems. In Germany, the heat and electricity has been turned off. The dark side is panicking, the north is grumbling, and people are questioning everything. The good guys know the color revolution playbook. It's the same playbook the iniquitous always use. The battle is beginning. The weapon is information. No war, no civil unrest, clean and fast. Carl Sagan, astronomer. In quotes, people should be educated and should have practiced their skepticism and their education. Otherwise, we don't run the government and the government runs us. Ministry of Propaganda. No one has a monopoly on the truth, and even the wise sometimes get it wrong. I'm not sure there is any one expert with whom I agree on everything. We need more dialogue because that is the process of turning hypothesis into sound theory. We need to proliferate debate, not issue decrees. If the experts are truly experts, why they are afraid of compromise? And if they won't compromise, then how are we to take them seriously? Repetition. Doing the same thing over and over again is a symptom of insanity. The more deluded we are, the crazier we are. The insane have no idea they are insane. In quotes, it's not what you look and that matters. It's what you see. Henry David Thoreau. Change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. Wayne Dyer. Maximum alert. Maximum alert due to the risk of dam bursting in the Brazilian state of Minas Gerais as a result of heavy rains. Authorities ask the population to leave the area where the dam is located as soon as possible. Second, storms and states of emergency are everywhere. More than 30 US states have activated their National Guard or have told commanders to stand ready, according to Simon Parks. Third, blackout in Berlin, the capital of Germany. A power plant was disconnected, leaving 370,000 households without electricity and heating, and the hot water supply was interrupted. Fourth, Lebanon has been hit by a nationwide blackout after protesters stormed a substation. Fifth, chaos continues at US airports with the cancellation of more than 2,600 flights. Sixth, Washington D.C. closes as winter storm is expected to bring heavy snowfall. Federal offices in the capital were closed on Monday, with forecasts of 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. Seventh, National Guard soldiers from the 53rd Infantry Brigade arrived in Washington, D.C. and were sworn in as temporary marshals in support of citizens on Capitol Hill. 8. The Walmart supermarket in Washington, D.C. has empty shelves. Financial change. First, banks will lose control of every citizen's money with the global financial reset, while new banking regulations will be put in place that give more power to the people to manage their own gold and asset-backed money in the quantum financial system QFS. Second, China's invasion of Taiwan could devastate the New York Stock Exchange. Third, Chinese buyers invade Australia's property market as Evergrande collapse looms. Fourth, Australia's dependence on China will be tested in the next 6 months. Cryptocurrencies. First, Bitcoin falls below $40,000. The last time it was below that figure was in early August. The world's largest cryptocurrency has experienced this Monday a fall of more than 4.5% to 39,712 before recovering slightly and now sells for around $40,760. Second, Bitcoin takes a dive after Kazakhstan kills internet. Bitcoin has seen a sharp decline as protests continue in Kazakhstan, the world's second largest mining hub, where the internet was shut down, forcing local miners to shut down their equipment. Third, PayPal may launch its own cryptocurrency. The global online payment systems considers creating its own cryptocurrency, but seeks dollar support. Tech giant PayPal is preparing to launch its own crypto token. The company confirmed after signs of the move were found in its iPhone app. Fourth, Binance CEO amassed the largest cryptocurrency fortune on the planet. Changpeng Zhao's net worth currently stands at $96 billion. 5. China moves closer to nationwide e-currency launch. China has launched pilot versions of its eCNI yuan digital wallet applications in a step toward the mass launch of a digital currency from the National Central Bank. 6th, digital yuan gets green light from Chinese tech giant. Its adoption by Tencent-owned WeChat is expected to attract more than 1 billion users to China's national digital currency. Energy. Supply cuts push oil higher. Oil prices rose Monday after days of supply shortages in Kazakhstan and Libya. Ocean battery capable of storing renewable energy on the seabed unveiled. One of the main challenges facing the use of renewable energy is that it must be backed up by backup systems to keep it going when the sun isn't shining on the wind or the wind isn't blowing. Dutch company Ocean Geller has developed an ocean battery capable of storing renewable energy on the seabed. The device was presented last Thursday at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. Called Battery Ocean, it is designed to be installed on the seabed near offshore renewable energy generators, such as wind turbines, floating solar farms, and systems that use tidal power. White Hat Auxiliary Report. The time is coming, the man is coming, another year is upon us. What we can reveal at this time is that we cannot reveal anything in great detail. But rest assured that what you cannot see comes back to you. At present, more details are not possible. Hopefully, they will be soon. A dynastic alliance formed to reshape the future without the need to profit from human misery is in possession of the means, the leverage, and the guidance to assert itself on the world stage. These alliances are also being built in other directions. A recent message to our Kijam & Co. supporters is the following. The time is coming when the man is coming. Next time fatherland or patriots and patriots will unite and not fight each other. While almost the whole of the earth is laboring under a kakistocracy, which in turn is under the influence of an international clique of parasitically oriented, ruthless opportunists, that above-mentioned alliance has the task of offering an alternative. Only significant power can overcome a significant problem. Anything less powerful is doomed from the start. Kakistocracy is a term used in political analysis and criticism to designate a government made up of the most inept, the most incompetent, the least qualified, and the most cynical of a given social group. But overseeing all this, there is a special collective group that also promotes transhumanism and plans to have a life expectancy that reaches 200 years so as not to lose knowledge and wisdom. In order to lead humankind towards a new level of ethereal and cosmic consciousness, former religions will fail and fall, but will be replaced by a higher consciousness of self and more soul values. Much is unfolding. The current scenario facing society is disastrous, bordering on catastrophic. You all see it. Tracking supervision knows all about it. Plan as you can. Your day will come. Banking is being forced to change as increasingly decentralized financial technologies put pressure on them to become competitive. Rising energy and healthcare costs push people out of their homes. Pension funds face an impending crisis. Most plans were structured for around 70 to 75 years. People are reaching 90 and even 100 years in greater numbers. Who will make up the difference? Military spending is sucking up resources that could cover education and medical care for many people who would otherwise go without. That is the point of funding large standing armies when drones and precision weapons have rendered their overt maneuvers virtually obsolete. Billions are wasted in mass in the pursuit of hegemony in war. Why isn't the money focused instead to help the living and so needy? Even the most benevolent political leadership is becoming ineffective by default. Even without all the conspiracies, plots and power struggles, infighting and debate that politics is composed of, its effectiveness when compared to superior technological means or social management is outmatched by miles. Politics is visibly failing and the new powers will emerge. It is time for the political horse to be driven to the glue factory and more effective and reliable means to meet the needs of society. While this will most likely not happen by a sudden burst of sanity on the part of the political classes, the passage of time and the realities of technology and its inexorable effect on the way people live and work will take care of the fate of the glue horse. But this is for future generations to consider. Today we face a very different reality within which we must survive, despite progress in the present time. Be prepared for anything. Something huge is in play and moving forward, and it will only be revealed when it is ready. Stealthily protected and ready for disclosure. More will be reported when possible. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.